What is going on, guys? This is your boy Kash, our coach of the Nidokings. Welcome you to battle number 5, the last one for week 3 here in the Worldwide Champions League season 7. This one taking place between the problematic Porygons, coached by Connor, taking on yours truly, coach of the Nidokings. As a reminder for the teams that each of us have, for the problematic Porygons, we have Chimpao, Moltres, Sandy Shocks, Tinkaton, Cyclazar, Arboliva, Vaporeon, Oricorio, Sneasler, Hoopa, Venomoth, and Quillfish. For the Nidokings, we have Landorus, Garganacl, Dodonzo, Gardevoir, Dragauge, Brambleghast, Primeape, Pyroar, Alolan Muck, Corviknight, Electros, and Komala. After careful planning and consideration, we have elected to bring out Chimpao, Cyclazar, Sneasler, Sandy Shocks, Tinkaton, and Arboliva for the problematic Porygons. Landorus, Gardevoir, Corviknight, Electros, Dondozo, and Garganacl for the Nidokings. As always, everyone in this league outspeeds me, so that's never going to be a discussion. Our special defenses are about equal. Our special attack are also about equal. I do have the advantage in HP, physical defense, and we're just about the same at physical attack. So now, let's see what goes down during the final battle of 3 here in the league between the problematic Porygons and the New York Nidokings. So we lead off with Garganachi the Garganacl. Line leads off with Bike the Cyclazar. Goes immediately for the U-turn. It is Life Orbed. Do take 12% damage. He does take Life Orb damage. Here's the Mold Breaker from Tinkaton. Floppy Hammer. There are the Stealth Rocks, which are now floating in his side of the field. Do recover some HP with the leftovers. There goes Garganachi, and here is Jason. Corviknight exerting his pressure. There's the Stealth Rocks from Tinkaton as well. Goes for the knockoff. Gets hurt by the Rocky Helmet and removes our Rocky Helmet. Go for the Defog, lowering his evasion, removing all the Stealth Rocks from the playing field. Flop Hammer goes for the Encore. And here is a repeat Defog, lowering Tinkaton's evasion even further. Corviknight is recalled. There is Woman Moment the Electros. Goes for the knockoff. There goes our Assault Vest. Here is Vine Boom the Arboliva. Go for the Fire Punch, doing over 50% health to it. There's Seed Sower is activated. Here is the Grassy Terrain. Arboliva recovering 8 HP due to the terrain and the leftovers. There is a Drain Punch. Almost another 50% yet again. Electros now at full health. Arboliva goes for the Giga Drain. Gets 38% of his HP back. Of course, there is the terrain and leftover recovery. Vine Boom goes away. Here's Otherkin the Sneasler. There's a Drain Punch from Woman Moment. 70% of his health. There is the terrain recovery. Out comes back Jason the Corviknight to deal with Sneasler. Sneasler doesn't want none of this. Uses the U-turn. Leaves. Out comes in Magnapunk the Sandy Shocks. Recall there, and here's the return of Woman Moment the Electros. Goes for the Volt Switch, only doing 60% damage to Electros. Here's the return of Sneasler. Does get the terrain recovery. The terrain does vanish from the field. Here's back out Corviknight. Goes for the close combat, dropping his defenses, doing 45% damage to Corviknight. Goes for the U-turn. Here comes Sandy Shocks yet again. Go for the Roost, giving Corviknight HP back up to 88%. Withdrawn, out comes Garganachi, the Garganackle. There's a Volt Switch, does get the crit. Does almost 50% health to Garganachi. Here's the return of Arboliva. Both of these folks do get their leftover recovery. There's a Protect from Garganachi. There was the Leech Seed from Arboliva, trying to get as much health recovery as possible. There, both Pokemon are once again getting their recovery via leftovers. Here's the return of Corviknight. Does get seeded by the Arboliva. Does get the leftover and the Leech Seed recovery. Alright. Arboliva goes back. Here comes back Sandy Shocks. Go for the Brave Bird. 20% damage to Sandy Shocks. Does get hit by the recoil. There is the Leech Seed sapping of the health. Garganachi returns. And there's the spikes from Sandy Shocks. And here is the Protect from Garganachi. Sandy Shocks going for Earth Power. There is the leftover recovery. Goes for the Volt Switch. 34% damage to Garganachi. In comes back Tinkaton. There is the Stealth Rocks back on the field. Garganachi gets his recovery from the leftovers. There's the Gigaton Hammer. 40% damage on Garganachi, who does live with the 2%. There's the Salt Cure. Doesn't take the damage. Overcloak. Go for the Protect. Goes for the Knockoff. There's the leftover recovery. Garganachi is withdrawn. Out comes back Jason, the Corviknight. There's the Gigaton Hammer yet again from Gigaton. Goes for the Rocks. Rocks back out to play. And the one layer of Spike. Go for the Roost, get our health right back up. Goes for the Encore. We welcome it. We're able to get our health right back up to full health. Here's Diamond Sword, the Chimpao. Heavy Duty Boots, does not take damage from the rocks. Here is Rip Bozo, the Dondozo. Does take damage from the Spike and the rocks. Does recover some HP with his leftovers. Chimpao going for Ruination. Does 41% of Dondozo's health. Dondozo retaliating with Body Press, which is super effective and able to kill Chimpao in one hit. Chimpao is down 5-6 in our favor. We do get the leftover recovery. Here is Sandy Shocks making his appearance. Goes for the Volt Switch, which is enough to kill. Dondozo is out. 5-5. Here comes the Cyclozar back out on the field. Here is Jason, the Corviknight yet again. Goes for the U-turn. Takes the Life Orb recoil damage. Sandy Shocks comes right back out. Again, go for the Brave Bird, only 20% damage to the Sandy Shocks. Go to the Volt Switch, 64% health, do live it. Out comes back Cyclozar. Are able to get the defog, removing everything off of the field yet again. There's the overheat from Cyclozar dropping its special attack. Jason, the Corviknight, does go down. 5-4. Here is Titania, the Gardevoir, tracing the Regenerator. Here is Tinkaton, breaking the mold. And here is the Trick Room. Tinkaton goes for the Gigaton Hammer. Titania living with the Focus Sash. Goes for the Teleport. And in this place, Dad, the Landorus. Goes for the Substitute. There goes 24% of our health. Tinkaton going for the knockoff. Not enough to break the Substitute. Here comes Vine Boom the Arboleva back again. Go for the Earth Power. Seed Sower is activated. Does recover with both leftovers and the terrain. There goes the Terrestrialization into the Fire typing. But if it goes for the Giga Drain, was able to break the Substitute. There is a Terra Blast, which is enough. Vine Boom, the Arboleva goes down. We are tied again at 4-4. There goes the Trick Room. Here is Otherkin, the Sneasler. Alright, we withdraw. Here comes Garganachi right back out. Goes for the close combat, dropping his defenses, but will be enough. Garganachi to Garganackle goes down. 4-3. And here is Gardevoir tracing the Poison Touch. Goes for the Dire Claw, which is enough. Gardevoir goes down. 4-2. Here's the return of Dad. Goes for the close combat, drops 60% of the health. Lando loses 6% of health. There goes both of his defenses. Gets the poison off, and here's Landorus with Earth Power, which will be enough to kill. Otherkin, the Sneasler, does go down. There's the poison damage. The grass terrain does leave. We're at 3-2. Here is Bike, the Cyclozar. Goes for the Rapid Spin, which will be enough. Dad, the Landorus, goes down. 3-1. Here comes Electros. Will he be able to make that comeback? There's a Draco Meteor from Cyclozar. 54% of his health. And with that, moment, the Electros does go down. And that is a 3-0 victory for Lime and the problematic Porygons. GG's to Lime. We're getting there. We're coming back a little bit. We're remembering some things. We did try to do some funny stuff. Probably could have made some better plays, but it is what it is. GG's to Lime. With that battle, week 3 is now over. Stay tuned for the recap show coming out later in the week. As always, this is Kash Howard, the coach of your New York Nidokings, signing off.